Good morning, North Branford. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Yami.
And welcome to Winter ThunderCenter. Let's get going.
Unified Sports had many events this winter, traveling all over to compete and create friendships. Here's Matt Klama with more.
Welcome, North Branford.
Unified Sports has had a successful winter season. Students played basketball at schools like East Haven, Westbrook, and Valley Regional. Here's some students and staff with more about Unified.
Unified Sports, I think, is one of the most important clubs we have here at the school. It's a time for all of our students to come together. It shows acceptance, inclusion. It's an amazing way to bring energy to a group of people that absolutely live for these games and they enjoy it. I love our partner students come together and they do an amazing job assisting with the sports, making the kids excited, getting them involved, and it's just an amazing time. I love it.
Unified is good for the kids to come together. It shows leadership, dedication, and gives a lot of positive energy.
Unified Sports is a good way for people to come together for a good cause.
Students bonded over going bowling and playing basketball in the winter season. Unified Sports got some publicity. Here's a photo of Austin Guiazda and Leah Brustman in the New Haven Register. In all, Unified Sports has had a very successful season. For T-Bird News, I'm Matt Clement.
Fencing grew competitively this year, reaching new heights and accomplishments. Josh Higgins has the story.
A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, right? Before you move.
The fencing team continued to grow this year in size and skill. While fencing is mainly an individual sport, teams together have to win a best of 9 rounds against an opposing team to progress. Each fencer takes on 3 rounds and our team only competes in epee. This type of fencing has the least amount of rules. You can hit anywhere on the body and the first to hit gets the point. The team placed highly this year in states, so I talked with captains Abby and Caleb about how else the season went. How did you perform?
I did a lot better this year than I did last year. I personally bageled someone with a 5-0. I won a lot more than last year, and I felt a lot more confident this year.
How did the team do?
This year the team did well. We placed top 8 in the state, which is really good considering our programs have been going for 2 years. Each player has been rising up to the occasion and really becoming more of a varsity member and really growing in their skills.
A big strength in the team, despite it being an individual sport, is our teamwork. We're very close-knit. We're all pretty much friends with each other. It's really fun. And I think a major strength that we have is helping each other and pointing out each other's mistakes so we get a better understanding of what we're doing wrong. Definitely something the team could work on is maybe not clashing heads all the time, because even though we are close-knit, we do tend to argue a bit.
For the 2024 winter season, the team grew from 8 to 13 players and expects to grow more with incoming freshmen. Abby and Caleb are both excited for what next year has in store for fencing.
We're definitely going to have to work on, obviously, our faults from last year. We're trying to become more organized. We're trying to also work on recruitment for next year.
So definitely working on sort of a togetherness and a bond with the team, but also keeping each other riled up and working through even when we lose.
Sophomore Atum Collin placed 3rd in states this season. I asked him what competing was like and his plans for next year.
I did pretty good this year. I got 3rd in states. I did a lot better than I did last year. It was pretty cool. I didn't expect to be able to do that, but since last year I've been trying to improve, so it was kind of a surprise, but it was a really good feeling.
Favorite memories?
Favorite memories, giving the team lessons, just interacting with the team in general, seeing them improve, going to team states with them, going to conference championships with them, and going to individual states with them. Next year I want to work on leadership skills, so just getting the team together, making sure everything happens, and individually I would like to work on winning in tournaments.
Here's to the championships next year. For the T-Bird News, I'm Josh Higgins.
Boys basketball had a senior-heavy squad with many young talented players as well. Christiana had courtside seats for this one.
As the winter season comes to a close, I got a chance to cover the boys basketball team. Let's take a look at what went into making their season special.
The NBHS boys basketball team has continued to improve as they successfully overcame many challenges throughout their season. After losing many core members last year, it has been quite the rebuilding year for the boys. I spoke to head coach John Donahue about his thoughts on how the season went.
We have improved on both ends of the court, both on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. Looking for guys to continue to become comfortable playing in our system. And then the ultimate goal is to return to the state playoffs. And that's what we ultimately want. The growth that we've made has been very exciting. And then as crazy as it might sound, I actually really enjoyed using the elementary school. A unique setup and having 50 people in the gym made it feel like it was a sold-out arena every time.
While they ended the season with a record of 5-15, the team put up great numbers. They fought hard even down the stretch, and many of their games finished closely. The seniors gave me some insight on the team and how they feel about finishing up their time here at NBHS.
It's been great being a mentor for the underclassmen, watching their skills develop, and yeah.
Being a captain's great. Taking leadership, encouraging the players to do their role, and giving them advice. Makes me a better player myself, but also just the players in general. It's great playing for the team and being a captain and having the opportunity.
Overall, we have a lot of fun, and even during practice, we're pretty serious, but we also like to have a lot of fun. The coach feeds into it, and we all just kind of laugh and joke around. That's something I appreciate a lot about our team.
The chemistry on the team is great, and I just love to help out the younger guys and try to win.
We all work hard at practice, and we work our butts off and try to win some games to get in the state playoff.
Congratulations to the boys on a great season, and we're looking forward to watching them improve in the years to come. Here are some of their best moments of the season.
What a great season for everyone, and best of luck to the seniors as they move on from their high school career. From T-Bird News, I'm Christiana.
Girls basketball brought back a talented squad and was looking to make some noise in the Shoreline Conference. Yami was on the scene.
Expectations were high this year after last year's run in the state tournament. With 4 seniors returning, the girls basketball team looks to be very competitive in the Shoreline Conference.
In my plane, when you been working, it's not about the faith. She on my phone and what she about to say, she let me know.
Big wins came against HK and Cromwell during the regular season. One big highlight of the year was senior Kiana Crisolo breaking her coach's record, scoring 1,413 points. All 4 seniors also won awards this year, with with Callie Holzer on the second team, Nicole Tamaro second team, Natalia Sabella honorable mention, and Kiana Crusola earning first team.
Turn on me, I'ma watch you crash. No one get a pass. No, if I said it, yeah, I meant it, die. You got it going. Hold up now. Say you wanna get high, then roll up now. You say you not gon' fold up now. She hit my line, said I never showed him up, no love now. I can't say what's on
Now let's see what our senior captains have to say.
I think our season went pretty well this year, despite having to play at Jerome Harrison. In practice there, we had a lot of fun, and we made it pretty far. I think we could have went a little bit farther, but I think it was a pretty successful season, and I'm glad that I got to play with this group of girls for my last season.
My favorite part about the basketball season was definitely being physically on the court with my girls and improving our chemistry, just playing with them, being on the court with them for the last time in high school. It was just a different experience all in all, even just being at practice. I just love being with the girls and, you know, playing with them, improving on the court, off the court. Yeah.
So beating the school record for basketball was really exciting, and I was glad I got to do it with my coach who held the former record, and she was so supportive the entire time, and she just really pushed me to, you know, beat her record and just do what I could do.
I'm really gonna miss the girls. I mean, that team's like a family to me. I love them all. They're so much fun, and I'm gonna miss them.
Congrats on a great season and best of luck in the future. For T-Bird News, I'm Yami. On your mark, get set, go. And your track had one of the most successful years to this date. Aiden Chittenden was not only part of the success, but also has you covered for the story.
First person shooter mode, we turning your son to a funeral. To the just say they don't office, you better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had a lot, but I knew the code. Lot of debating my numero, not the 3, not the 2 on the UNO. Yeah. Numero UNO, me and Drizzy did like the Super Bowl, man, it done it biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what?
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing that they did in the studio. Usually send they verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you really rooting for? Like a kid that had bad from January to November. It's just you and Cole. Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Big as the Super Bowl. Thursday to put me in beef.
The track team had a monumental season with multiple record-breaking athletes and medals at Shorelines and States, and even had 2 national qualifiers. Senior captain Sam Gott led the team on the track, setting a record in the 55, running it in 6.61 seconds, and along with Lars Peterson, Brandon Longo, and Anthony Siegel, broke the 4x200 school relay record. In the field, senior captain Aiden Chittenden broke the school record in the shot put, throwing 53 feet 10.5 inches, which is also a new Shoreline Conference record. This throw got him first place at Shorelines. On the girls' side, Destiny Christie had a breakout junior season, running a 7.67 55-meter dash, placing her 3rd at Shorelines. Sophomore Sophia Sorrell had a breakout season in the high jump, placing her 4th at Shorelines, jumping 4'8", putting her 4th in school history. I got a chance to ask senior captains Aiden Chittenden and Sam Gott about what made this season so successful.
What were some goals you had for the team this season?
Well, me personally, I wanted to see a lot of our new throwers this year qualify for Shorelines, and we even had some make it all the way to the finals round of Shorelines.
For me, my goal was to try and get our boys 4x2 team into states and potentially win it, and also just trying to get a bunch of the runners to qualify for Shorelines and stage. And we got a lot of kids to qualify, so that was pretty good.
What was it like getting to compete on a large stage, both in New York and Boston Nationals?
I really enjoyed getting to compete at New York and at Boston. It's one of the best facilities I've ever gotten to compete at. It was a little bit nerve-wracking, especially in Boston at Nationals, knowing what I was competing for, competing against some of the best athletes in the nation. But overall, it was a great experience.
For me, it was also definitely nerve-wracking because it was some of the best runners in the nation. But overall, it was definitely nerve-wracking, but also kind of exciting because we were there. I mean, not everybody gets to go there, and it was definitely a good experience.
The indoor track team had a great season, and it looks like they're going to have an even better outdoor season. For T-Bird News, I'm Aiden Chittenden.
The boys hockey team had one of the biggest four-year turnarounds we've seen. They went from winning one game in 2021 to being a force in the SCC and the Division II rankings. I was on the glass for this.
These ain't no guess jeans. I dropped out of school, I'm still getting mad, but don't test me. I play to the left, they went to the right, they try to finesse me. Still running around with that blicky, I hope they don't catch me. Police had raided our spot, so we went to the next street. Play like I'm dumb, as soon as it pop, I'm going. He say I'm hard and he say I'm garbage.
The hockey team was looking to make a big impact this year, bringing back 11 seniors along with other talented players.
The one thing I'm going to miss about playing T-Bird hockey the most is definitely playing in front of a student section.
I'm in the trenches, they say I be capping a lot. I know when who say he got rich.
Boys had a great season for the seniors to go out on. The team chemistry was high. The offense was led by CJ Sherwood, Michael Matteo, and Jack Bailey. There was a collective effort on defense by Nicky Rysick, Brady Martinick, Colin Auger, Jake Pedersen, and Connor Stoner. Also, a great showing by our goalie, Austin Fruin.
Your name was fine, you put in that work, they took your sticker. Us, they be on my, they all be mad, we rich. Turn up.
Under 25, living like a boss.
There were many big wins this season, such as handing East Haven their first loss of the season. Also, tying Amity down players. But the biggest game of all was when the team was getting revenge on North Haven in the first round of the playoffs.
Many say gon' press up on who? I'ma get the steal like I'm Chris Paul. Back-to-back Suburbans, I'm a big dog. I was in the slum serving fit.
My favorite memory this year was definitely our last practice when I was playing goalie. I stonewalled everyone, didn't let in one shot, so it was just a great memory.
The best part of the season was definitely when we defeated East Haven, who was 12-0. And it really showed as a team what we could be if we put our minds to it.
I feel the season went pretty good. I think it could have ended a little better, and disappointing loss to Woodstock, but I think that we bonded a lot more this season, and I think that bond will last for the rest of our lives, and I'm happy to say that, so I guess the season went all right.
Now that spring sports are underway, teams have begun competition. Lindsay Onofrio has a small preview for what to expect this spring season.
Spring sports have already hit the ground running with scrimmages starting this week. Outdoor track is looking to continue the progress made during the indoor season. Multiple teams like softball, baseball, girls and boys lacrosse are looking to head back to the Shoreline Championship and make a run in the state tournament. I got to speak with girls lacrosse junior captain Riley Cole to hear her goals for the upcoming season.
So my goals for myself is hopefully get back on the field after being injured, hopefully. And also for the team to build team chemistry, like just build it from last year and hopefully make it all the way to Shorelines again. Hopefully we can win it this year and maybe make a run in states.
Senior baseball captain Caleb Allen also shared similar goals. Let's hear what he had to say.
My goals for the season are to become a family. I think we need to work more on that. And then winning the Shoreline and state championships.
Tennis is looking forward to building their program with their young squad. Coach Kaplan is eager to watch the team grow. Golf is also looking to make a run in the Shoreline tournament with many key players including Jack O'Brien, Jack Mundy, and Robbie Capella. Good luck to all the spring sports with their seasons. With T-Bird News, I'm Lindsay Onofrio.
That's all for ThunderCenter. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Yami.
Have a good weekend, North Branford, and good luck to all the spring sports.